Morning, bitches. How's it going? It has been a motherfucking hot minute. Sorry about that. You know, life really be lifing. Anyways, welcome to Random Shit with Kyle. Random Shit with Kyle. Random Shit with Kyle. Random Shit with Kyle. I added the claps in there. Anyways, I hope y'all are doing real good. I've heard from a few of you, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So it's been 6-7 weeks, honestly, and it has been a rough time in my life. I'm trying to be more consistent, and I promise I'm getting there. But Lord, it has been a minute. So I'll catch you up on life. Mostly, been stressy and depressy. So I switched some meds and everything's good to go. And I'm feeling a lot better. So that's nice. Let me catch you up on the dogs. Thelma, still escaping the fence. Now, let me tell you all the fucking things that I have done with that fence. So I built the fence, and granted, it's not great. It's T-posts, some wire, and some zip ties. Like, it's not a professional grade fence. But my two big Great Danes, it keeps them in fine. Thelma is a little fucking escape artist. So she figured out how to get out. So we put some cement blocks and blocked it. And she figured out how to move the cement blocks. So then we got like a Home Depot bucket and some extra, because it was like a place where I couldn't dig because it would have hit wires and whatever. Anyways, so got a Home Depot bucket and filled it with cement, put some T-posts in it and whatever, fixed that so she couldn't move it. It was too heavy, blah, blah, blah. Figured that out, fine. Then she figured out how to, on the other side of the fence, we have like a porch and some stairs coming down, and on one of the posts, I attached the fence with like a staple gun, like an industrial staple gun, right? And stapled the crap out of it. She figured out how to remove the staples. So then she just let her and her brothers out one day. Came out, all three of them were running around the yard. Handily, they didn't go anywhere, but like, you never know. If you have missed that story, in the spring, they got spooked and got out, like the door, like the wind caught the door and the door swung open, and it made this really loud noise, and they all got scared and they ran away. The boys were gone for 4 days, and we thought Thelma had died. Like, we thought for sure she had gotten caught by a coyote. She was gone for 5 days. And we don't know how she made it back. She was 5 months old. Like, it was insane. She's super fucking smart. Anyways, so we're very cautious about them not getting out. Kronk and Thelma they don't want to run away. It's Jasper with the one brain cell that he sometimes has and sometimes doesn't, and he just, like, catches a sniff. If somebody down the road's making bacon, he's like, oh my God, and then, like, runs away, and then he forgets 10 seconds later where he's going, what he's doing, and how he got there. So he is clearly the reason that they all got lost. He also has the energy of a pissant. So he can run around for, like, 30 seconds at, like, the world's fastest sprint. And then after that, he's like, oh my God, I need to take a 5-day rest. I couldn't even walk one step. So I'm sure that it took them forever to get back because Jasper threw a fucking fit and wouldn't walk anywhere. So anyways, so she figured out how to open that up. So I closed that back, and then I decided to, like, put a like piece of wood over the top, so it, like, sandwiched the wire in between it. And this isn't like chicken wire. This is like strong, like, I don't know if they're called like cattle panels or what, but it's like legit like fencing, like wire. It's still kind of moldable if you put your whole Great Dane weight on it, as we've discovered later, but that's a whole different story. So anyways, I sandwiched the wire between this. I screwed a whole bunch of fucking screws into it, right? Okay, so fast forward, that worked for like a couple of days. Then, this was like a week later, and I was like, okay, she's not getting out. Like, we're doing good. No. Found out that she discovered a place to get out, but also a place to get back in so that she wasn't going to get in trouble. So that whenever we opened the door, she could slip her little butt back in and be like, been here the whole time. So I discovered that. So I fixed all of that again, and I decided now around most of the perimeter of the fence, I put like 4x4s and 6x6s and things like that. And again, like sandwich them from the outside of the fence to the inside of the fence, screwed them together so they're at the bottom so she can't like push the fence up, whatever. Added a bunch more T-posts, did all the things. So it's like way sturdier, okay? So I was like, we're good to go. She cannot get out. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Super fucking lies. So she decided that she was going to throw her entire body weight. Now, she's a year old. She's probably pushing 120 pounds. But she is the strongest Great Dane I have probably ever come across. Like, if she wants to go somewhere, she will pull you to go that place. Like, and if she doesn't want to move, she becomes 3,002 pounds. I don't know how she does it, but she does. So she decided to choose violence, and she threw her entire body weight onto that fence and just snapped a T-post in half. Just snapped it like it was a fucking twig. And so then half the fence is laying down and she just walks across it. Mind you, the big boys still won't walk across. They're like, no, that could hurt my feet. I'm not doing that. So she's fearless. So she's just running around. The boys are pissed off that she's just out and about, oot and a boot. Anyways, I go get bigger T-posts, right? I reinforce that section like 4 or 5 T-posts that are twice as strong, twice as big, blah, 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 whatever. The next day, I come out, and she hasn't escaped because, well, I put her on a lead, so she can't actually get out, but she's trying to gnaw through this metal chain lead, so we'll see how long that lasts. But I come out, and she has... Remember how I talked about how I screwed the thing into the post, and I screwed a bunch of it in there, and I got all of those screws and the wires between it, whatever? I come out, and this bitch has the entire piece of wood in her mouth with all the screws just sticking out the other side. That little tiny pain in my ass ripped the whole piece of wood and all of those motherfucking screws just out of the thing. I was like, are you fucking kidding me? So I don't know what I'm gonna do about her. Now she has discovered that she's got ups big enough to jump almost all the way over. So if she squishes the top, like, foot of the fence down with her big old fucking paws, then she can yeet herself over the edge. So, I don't know. She doesn't go anywhere. She doesn't do anything other than, like, run around. And she just does it to piss her brothers off. So anyways, that's the whole update. I'm sorry, that was a very long update. But I have tried everything. Short of, like, an electric fence, right, that shocks her. Honest to God, I think she's smart enough that she'd figure out how to avoid it. So, we'll see. I am going to, like, build a fence, but, like, it's like a real fence, like one out of wood and metal and probably thicker wire stuff. But it's on a crazy hill, and it's just, yeah, anyway. So that's what has been going on in Thelma's life. She has been learning how to take fences apart, and apparently has the fucking jaws of actual megalodons. I don't understand how she ripped that entire board out of the thing with screws just still sticking through. I don't know. So anyways, she is amazing, but she's so sweet. She'll give you all the kisses in the world. She's so cute. We recently took them all to Home Depot, and Lord Jesus, that was a trip. Not all at one time. That's too much. I can't hold 400 pounds of dog. I can't. Claire can barely handle one of them. It stresses her out. They don't listen to her as well as they listen to me. And that's because they have her number. They know that she's not going to discipline them quite as much as I will. But that's like, Kronk's 140 pounds. Thelma's 120-ish pounds. I mean, she's kind of chunky for a 1-year-old. And then Jasper, depending upon if he's actually eating, he goes through phases where he's too lazy to eat. Literally too lazy to eat. But when he's putting on his winter weight, he's getting up to 160. I bet this year he'll clock in at like 175 pounds with his winter weight on. That's a lot of fucking dog. So, anyways, we only take them one at a time. And that just there's more room in the truck. So they went to Home Depot. They met everybody. It was a great time. Monday we took Kronk. Tuesday we took Thelma. Wednesday we took Jasper. Because he doesn't really like people. It's not that he's not mean. He's literally terrified. Big baby. Anyways, so yeah, it's been a crazy 6-7 weeks, and I'm back trying to get my life back together. So here I am. I'm sorry I abandoned y'all. I didn't mean to abandon y'all. I just kind of feel like I'm talking in a room by myself, but I'm not, and I know that. Like I mean I am, but like, there are actually people that listen, and I appreciate that. So anyways, I did a lot of work in the studio. If you're catching this video, which you should be, because I will be posting it on YouTube. That's part of my new gig, is we're not going to do every day. We're going to do a couple times a week, and I'm going to actually post this video. And yes, I'm waving a paint stick at you because I painted this wall. So if you're catching this, it's not a white wall anymore. It's a gray wall. It's very cute. I like it. I finished my studio. I finished my upstairs. I still have to stain the stairs. I'm finishing that tonight. And yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. So I wasn't just like doing nothing. I was just like doing not this. Which isn't great. I missed y'all. I missed doing this. So, do y'all watch The Golden Girls? Because if you don't, you should. They're magical. I love everything about them. I watch them so often that I know every line of every fucking thing. Every single thing. When I say I know every line, I'm not kidding you. All 7 seasons, I got you. So I'm rewatching season 6 right now. And every year I get older, every year that bitch gets funnier. It's so good. If you have not watched The Golden Girls, you really, really need to. It's magical. So, there's that. We're also getting ready for the Christmas concert with the chorale. And this year, I think I've actually, decided that I like chorale. I'm just kidding. I've always liked chorale. If you don't know what the chorale is this community choir that I'm in charge of. I will say that, so we do this big concert at Christmas with full choir, orchestra, yada, yada, yada. Sometimes we have kids choirs, whatever. But in the past, I've just kind of gotten bored with it. This is now this is the 5th concert with chorale that we've done like this. But this is the 11th year that I have done concerts like this. So I'm just kind of like, I was getting bored with it for a while, and I really wanted to change up the flow of it. And this year we had a lot of changes. We had to change buildings and all this other stuff, and yada, yada, yada. We got kicked out of places because people in our group are gay, and who the fuck cares? But whatever, that's the Baptists for you. Anyway, so I think that I'm falling in love with it again. I'm very excited for this concert. I'm excited for the spring semester. I finally think that the chorale board is helping run itself, which is good. When you have this event, the chorale went from small choir, small concerts for 100 people or so or less, and it was not that big of a deal. And now we're doing huge, there's 400 and something people that come to this concert. So it's a lot bigger deal. It's a lot bigger thing. It costs a lot more money, all of those things. And yeah, so it was just going from a regular concert to going for something that's this big with all of these different things and a whole orchestra and a kids choir and all this stuff. It just takes a lot more manpower, and it takes a lot more details of things. So it took quite a long time to train up everybody. And this year I finally feel like we have, even though we changed venues, I feel like everybody knows their place, everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing, and we're good to go. So anyways, I was just trying to give you a little snippet of the life updates. So I guess we got to talk about this past election. It was real rough. I was literally on that Tuesday when we were all voting, I was like, I am going to record a podcast tonight and it's going to be so good. And something hit me about 7 p.m. that day. And I was like, this shit is not, I don't feel good about it. I had felt really good about it earlier in the day. And at 7, it was 7:04. I looked at my phone and I looked at Claire and I said, I just need to go to bed. And she was like, yeah, I don't feel right. I'm tired and I don't feel good about things. And I was like, me neither. So we went to bed at 7 p.m. on election day. And I woke up a few times. And at 3 a.m., I woke up and checked the internet. And that's when I knew that it was not going to be good. So, I don't know. I can't with all of it. If you don't know that Trump won, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. It's real bad for me because I'm trans. So it's not going to be cute. I'm not excited. I do have backup plans. I am fortunate in the fact that I have in-laws that will help take care of us if shit hits the fan in a crazy way. And I'm very grateful for that. I am very, very privileged to have that. That I know that I will not go hungry because of them. And that is really important as this time comes along. I also, and like, I know that sounds dramatic, but it's really not. Like, the amount of money that Claire and I will have to shell out for medications and doctor's appointments and things like that, that we haven't had to do in the past, is probably going to be astronomical. I'm probably on the precipice of being forced to pay $600+ a month for my hormones. And that's just a huge bill. When right now I pay like $150-ish a month. So it's just, there's a lot of things like that. I can also, in the plan that Trump is proposing, or in his concepts of plans or whatever, things can hit the fan real quick for trans people. So I need to figure out how to get a passport, because one of my backup plans is to leave the country. And that sucks to have that backup plan, but it's one of my backup plans. So I hope that everything is just scary and over dramatized at the moment, and that things work out okay, and that I'm able to stay on my little mountain and have the privilege to keep living the life that I'm living. But I Claire and I have sat down and have had real rough conversations about what if this happens, and what if this happens, and what if, all of these things play out the way that they could very well play out, and put plans in place for what that may mean. So anyways, that's a little touch on all of that. I am absolutely devastated that the crazy orange monkey of a man is going to be in charge of anything. I don't understand how people can vote for him, but whatever. So anyways, are y'all excited about the holidays? We're almost to Thanksgiving, and let me talk to you about Thanksgiving real quick. Thanksgiving, I don't know, I don't get it necessarily. I don't ever, it's like a day, it's a day of food. It's a day of turkey, right? Like, that's the whole precipice of the day. And to hang out with family, to be thankful. Like, I get that, right? But like, why do we need a whole holiday to do that? I mean, I get that it was about the pilgrims and the whatever, but like really it was just the mass raping and murdering. So like I don't understand the holiday of it all. But I also just hate me some dry ass turkey. It's not good, y'all. Um I particularly love all the side dishes. We could fucking skip the main course. Side dish me up. Stuffing or dressing, whatever you call it. Yep, I'll take that. I'll take the mashed potatoes. I'll take the gravy. I'll take the Sister Schubert's rolls. And if you do not know what the Sister Schubert's rolls are, y'all be missing out. Get you some Sister Schubert's rolls. They in the frozen section at grocery stores. I think they sell them at Walmart. Like, fucking go get them there in a bag. Sometimes they come in a little tin. Go get them. You will thank me. And y'all know, because like especially Midwesterners know how good Hawaiian bread is. Sister Schubert's rolls. Fucking better. They're delicious. So go get them. But in a pinch. Hawaiian rolls. Magical. I love them. They're great. But yeah. Then I love green bean casserole. Oh, it's so good. It's also hard to fuck up. So that's nice. That when you go over to like your aunt's house and she like puts weird random shit out that you've like never seen before and you're like, oh god, I don't know that I'm gonna want any of these because it's all this not normal crap that's happening. But then the green bean casserole goes on the table and you're like, oh thank god I can eat today. Like that, you know. Oh, do you like cranberries in a can? Or like the like gel that like comes out of like one solid jiggle of cranberry sauce, whatever it's called? Or do you like legit cranberries? Y'all, I had that for like the first time last year. Ugh. No, give me the thing in the can. I like that. That's delicious. I love that. I grew up on that. It is nostalgia. It's delicious. It's like Jell-O. I like it. I love it. I want some more of it. That's a country song. Anyways, I don't like the cranberries that are smushed and gushed and whatever. No, I don't know. It might be the texture. I don't know. I don't like it. So I don't want that. I don't want regular cranberries. I want cranberries in a can. That's like the whole gel that comes out and it looks like the can. That's what I want. That's what I like. That's delicious. What other things do I like? I do not like pumpkin pie. I like pumpkin everything else. I like pumpkin muffins. I like pumpkin bread. I probably honestly like raw pumpkin. I don't fucking know. I like pumpkin spice. I like pumpkin coffee. I like pumpkin flavored all the things. But I do not like pumpkin pie. And I think it's because when I was a kid, I liked pumpkin pie too much. If you set a pumpkin pie down, I would eat the whole goddamn thing. Like, I loved it. And I think that I loved it to death. I don't even like to think about pumpkin pie. It's so icky. And I don't know if it's like the texture. I think it might be the texture. I don't know. I'm a weird texture eater. So, there's that. I also don't like the texture of meat for the most part. Ugh, it's gross. I could be a vegetarian except for the fact that all I would do is eat carbs. All carbs. 100%. I'd eat fruit, which is also carbs, and then I'd eat bread carbs. Noodles, bread, more bread. I'd eat cheese, but yeah, that's it. That's what I would eat. I could throw a vegetable in, every now and then, but comparatively to the carbs that I would eat, it does not equal out. So, it's a bummer because I really don't like meat for the most part. So, yeah, I don't know. I apologize. This one's been real random. I'm not even sure I'm done talking. It's been so long since I've talked to y'all. Let's touch on Christmas real quick. My birthday the day after Christmas. So, which everybody thinks that sucks. And as a kid, it did not suck at all. My parents did a really good job of separating the two. And I loved Christmas. I still love Christmas. My favorite holiday, though, is Halloween. because it's magical. Christmas is good. I like Christmas a lot. But I like to get people gifts. That's one of my things that I'm good at, is getting people gifts when I have the emotional bandwidth. If I do not have the emotional bandwidth, I suck at life. But if I have the emotional bandwidth, I am actually very good at getting people gifts. And I like to do it. I don't have the money to do it, but I like to do it. So a lot of times, though, I make people things. So, anyways, where was I going with that? I don't know. Anyway, I've always liked Christmas. I like to decorate for Christmas. I think it's fun. I think that it's a nice magical time where people are nice to each other, and especially after, it really has felt like people have been pretty mean to each other lately, so it would be nice to have people be nice to each other. And I think, again, just real touching on this, like, Trump thing, I think that it's because of his, like, his ridiculousness and his, he's just ickiness. He's just an icky guy. And he just, like, instills this, like, you can do whatever you want and say whatever you want. It doesn't matter if it's mean or nice. And I hate that. And I think that he just instills that, like, you can be a total asshat to people, and that's fine. I accept that. That'll be fine. And you don't have to get to know them on any level. You can just be an asshat to them. So I'm hoping that this Christmas season actually feels like Christmas, and everybody takes a little bit of that niceness and shares it with everybody else. That's my hope for that. As an adult, though, when your birthday's the 26th, like, it was fine until I turned 21, and then it sucked. And then it's kind of sucked ever since then. And it's not that it, like, sucks as much as, like, there's nobody to do anything with. Like, all my friends have family things to do. And I'm sitting there going, like, but it's my birthday. Like, come out and hang out with me. It's my birthday. So anyways, yeah. I think that everybody that has their birthday around Christmas has that feeling, and probably did when they were kids. I just happened to, like, have parents that really wanted to separate those things, and also had the, like, means to do that. So, like, my mom worked at a church, and she was the youth leader. So, and my sister was also, like, my sister's 12 years older than I was, and she was also, like, a youth sponsor or whatever. So it's like, we had a whole, like, all of my friends were in youth group, and they all still were going to church during that time. So it was like, I had a captive audience for my birthday, you know, like, I had people that were around that they were going to have a party. Sure. Sounds great. You know? So, yeah, but as an adult, when people have other lives and, you know, things to do with their family, they're like, sorry, I can't, but maybe in January. So that kind of sucks. But anyways, it was good to catch up. I miss y'all. My new schedule that I am going to keep is Fridays and Tuesdays. Occasionally it might be a Saturday, but no, I'm pretty sure that, and the reason that it's Tuesdays is because Tuesdays is my favorite day of the week. I don't know why. Actually, I do. I started when my mom was the youth leader, and she used to do Tuesdays with Sandy, and it was just like to make Tuesday not so fucking boring during the summer. And she would take youth kids out to, like, see the movie and go to lunch or do whatever. And it was also, like, a group of us would just, like, sign up for a different Tuesday, and then we would get to pick the event. And it was fun because you could sign up for, like, laser tag, and then you'd watch my mother do laser tag. Like, fucking hilarious. So, anyways, I've always loved Tuesdays ever since then. And they're still my favorite day, and I just kind of do some of my favorite things on Tuesdays. So, and this is one of my favorite things. So I'm going to post on Tuesdays, and then I like Fridays and Saturdays, but I think I like Fridays a little bit better. So that's literally the only reason why I chose those days. Some days it might be a Saturday just because I'm feeling that Saturday is cuter than that Friday. I literally, like, it's completely vibes, guys. It's completely vibes. So anyways, I'm going to post this, on the podcast stuff, and I will also simultaneously post a video on YouTube. So you should go watch my cute little face if you want to. But if not, it was good catching up with you. I miss you. I hope you're doing well. And I hope you have some really fun plans for this holiday season. Let me know what they are. Yeah, and if you want to have a Tuesday with Kyle, if you live close to me and you know who I are, Oh my God, we couldn't make it through an episode without one of those. Anyways, if you know who I is, then we can hang out and plan a fun activity. Okay, I love y'all. I hope you have a great day, and I will talk to you soon, a couple of days. Okay, bye.